and welcome back to West Ham News Official. Well, it's going to be a bit of a different video, and I'm sure everyone's thinking the same. In a sense, Moyes in or out? I guess in a way it's a hard one. He has done a lot for us as a club in the past couple of seasons. Took us to Europe twice in a row, got us to the semis last season, Europa League, close to a Champions League spot also. Not last season, but the one before that. The thing I notice a lot is he uses the same players every game and expecting different results from games. It's my only real concern. If we spend so much money, why is he not using all what he has brought in? Try using them more maybe? I love Rice, but since being captain, he has not been nowhere near the best. I wouldn't want him to go, but I do say to myself, maybe we should have took the 150 mil when we had the chance, or the closest offer to that. Kufau is nowhere near as good as he first was in his first season. Zucek looks unhappy, and again, not at his best, although partly Moyes' fault for not letting him go a bit higher up in the pitch, I would say. Breaking our transfer record and looking worse for wear this season, spending so much money and breaking our transfer record for one player, Lucas Paqueta from Lyon. Players nowhere near their best when they first came to the club. Has Moyes just been lucky in the past 2 seasons, or are the board making the decisions and not Moyes at all? Or is it all of this or something we don't even know? I feel sorry for Moyes, but if he don't rotate the squad, or whoever's really in charge, then I don't see us getting points anytime soon, and then all the blame will go to Moyes anyway. We are just a ticking time bomb, just as Moyes' job is too. Having 2 clean sheets in 11 games in all competitions with 16 goals conceded also. 7 games in the Premier League, 5 losses, 1 draw and 1 win, putting us 18th in the table. With that being said, if we draw or lose against Wolves on the following weekend, surely whatever is happening, all the blame will go to Moyes either way, and then it will be the end for him. But if he's not really in charge, then whoever comes in will surely suffer the same results and will be out the door in no time too. With no changes, of course, if it's not even the manager who's really doing what's happening and what's in charge. Who's in charge and who's picking the teams, formations and everything else. What's really happening at the club? Who's really in charge? What is the real cause to any of the problems at our club? And what needs to change is my question. Something is definitely not right without a doubt. Who's really to blame? It is actually a hard one because there's a lot going on. I know a lot of people are still GSB out, and I don't blame them in a way, even though they've spent this much money. Is it even them that spent the money, or is it the new bloke, Kashubi, or whatever his name is, who also owns Sparta Prague, or a piece of it? And that makes an interesting turnout, because who really is to blame and who is the real candidate for where we are and what's happening? It's an interesting one, it's a sticky one, and I don't know what to say, because there's a lot that could be going on behind the scenes. And with going behind the scenes, there's always something that you can't see. Something behind closed doors, you never know what's going on. Excuse me again. So it makes for a difficult one for me, because you think it's always the manager, but it's always the manager who gets kicked out if something doesn't go right or results are not going our way. Is it the players not putting enough effort in? I definitely would say they're not putting the effort in, but is there a reason why? Is there more to it? Has Moyes lost the dressing room? And is it the ball taking charge of the teams and the setups and the formations, telling Moyes that he has to do this or he has to do that, which is making Moyes look like the bad person? I think he's done a lot for these 2 seasons. Have other teams sussed us out? is at the end of the road for Moyes, and is it the end for Moyes? Could this finally be the season that he loses his job? And if the next person comes in again, are they going to suffer the same consequences if it's not even him doing the decisions? Will anything change if that's the case? I don't think so. I really don't, because if it's not the manager who's in charge, it doesn't matter who comes in, it's going to be the same situation, same results, and same teams and same formations without the rotation of other players. So, that's how I see it and what I think. And with that, I think I'm just going to leave it there and make you have a good think. Like it's, because that's what I've been doing the past few days about the situation of Moyes, the board, the club, everything about it. And let's hope I'm wrong. And let's hope Moyes in this next game gets a result, and then we can go on from there. But it definitely doesn't look good, and it definitely doesn't look positive at the minute, does it? So, I'll leave it there and just finish with saying, come on you Irons.